Well, welcome back to Chrylser. You know, winter is coming and it's going to be time to get your car ready for the winter rush. And we asked some experts today to tell us what to do, because some of these things you can do by yourself and some of these things you need to get professional help. Bob Sloterbeck and Julie Osborne here from the service department at Mike Anderson Dodge in Marion. And we've got, what have we got, a Challenger here?
We have a Challenger. It's a 2010 Challenger, V6 automatic.
It's a sweet thing. It looks very, very clean too, and nobody's car looks like that. So Julie, as Bob kind of points some things out for us, what are we looking for in the basic winter checkup before things get really cold?
Well, the first thing you want to do is when you arrive to your dealership, you want to have a safety walk around the vehicle. Walking around, checking your tires, your lights, and your wipers. Make sure they're all good. And then you want to go ahead and have a 23-point inspection, which is checking your brakes and your headlights and your fluids, your belts, your hoses, making sure there's no cracks or holes.
Because if you've got some hoses or things like that that have been stretched during the wintertime, they're going to get very brittle.
They'll get brittle, and then if you have a failure and you're out on a country road and you're cold already, you don't want to have to walk.
No.
You don't want to have to call somebody to help you.
Not at all. Well, when we talk about Bob, you said before we went on camera, you said probably the most important thing in all of this, besides belts and hoses, are the fluids. So what are we talking about there, Julie?
The fluids, first thing you want to make sure is that your antifreeze is 50-50 ratio.
Okay. Most places can be very, very obvious.
And it looks like it's full and it's obviously clean. So I would say that was good. You know, I have a hydrometer to check the strength of the coolant.
And what else?
You want to have your oil changed. You want to make sure that you have fresh oil in there.
They are indicated. They a lot of times they have a engine oil stamped on it, so you know where they're at.
And sometimes I think we forget that because we think about oil in the summertime getting used up very quickly. But this is just regular maintenance stuff. You better have right.
Yes, your regular maintenance. And you want to also want to have your air filters checked too. You want to make sure that they're all clean.
Where are they
no
going to be
bugs.
In here?
The air filters in a box. Fairly simple to change, fairly simple to look at. This is where your engine breathes through. If this is clogged up, they can't get the proper air, so you waste fuel. And if you get some moisture and it starts freezing up, just less air, and the best thing is a clean air filter.
And Julie, I know everyone loves to have their wiper fluid filled, and that's a simple thing you probably can do yourself, can't you?
Yes, you'd like to have at least a winterized solution in there so it doesn't freeze in your line during the winter.
So if you don't have that, you better flush it.
Yes.
And that's where you might need some help on that.
Drain it out and put winterized solution.
Well, what else are we looking for as basics that better be ready?
Well, you want to make sure that your headlights are working and aiming the right direction so other vehicles can see you coming. You want to make sure that you see each other. Right along with the wiper blades. You want to make sure that they're smooth and new and fresh to wipe off all that snow that's falling down. You also want to make sure that your tires have the good tread to them so you can have good traction on the nice weather road.
Pretty much all tires take care of it. Is the idea of snow tires kind of passé nowadays? Yes, no?
Yes, we have better road cleaning material, and we don't really, in this part of the area, we don't fight heavy snow.
Well, I guess one of my big questions is how much of this can you do yourself, and how much do we need to bring it to someone like Mike Anderson or someone like that to do the thorough check?
We prefer to have all the cars, but if you want to check yourself, usually in the owner's manual, you open it up and it'll tell you what maintenance items to look at and that you can check. They won't have you check anything that would cause harm to you.
Right.
You know, like Freon, check that, or change the oil in the transmission, or they wouldn't have you do that stuff. But there's indicated marks where you can go to, and it will show you the level that it's supposed to be, and you could actually just physically look at it and see it.
And Julie, I would imagine the one thing that would apply is whatever your dad told you 20 years ago, modern cars may need something a little more specialized these days. Isn't that right?
Yes, yes. You definitely want to make sure that your battery's charged too. You want to make sure that...
Yeah, we don't think about batteries these days because batteries
Right.
technology have improved so much too.
Yeah, the battery, you want to make sure that you have a good charge because in the wintertime it is harder for a car to start up with the cold weather.
All right. Any
So-
other big, quick tips? Just be smart, right?
Be smart and go ahead and have an emergency kit just in case.
All right. Very good. Bob Slotterbeck, Julie Osborne from Mike Anderson Dodge, one of many places where you can get this done, but be safe for the winter and be smart. Very
Yes,
much
thank
so.
you.
Thank you so much.